G'day and welcome to CruiseAway. Joe and Derek back with you for the next 30 minutes as we give you the opportunity to browse and book unmissable cruise holiday deals. And in the show, we've got 3 fabulous family cruise choices coming your way that set sail from close to home with departures available from Brisbane and Sydney. Plus, we've got super low deposits available from as little as $200 per person, so you can secure your place today.
Perfect. Now, when it comes to cruising, if you've yet to take your first step on board, then you probably haven't realised how much more holiday you can get for your dollar compared to a standard land-based getaway. So before we get underway with our first offer, let's give you just a little flavour of what you can expect.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your en-suite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
Choose to cruise.
Amazing. It's like a dream life, but it's a dream that you can very, very easily make come true, let me tell you, because we've got some incredible offers coming up in this show. In fact, we have got a humdinger of an offer coming up a little bit later, which is under $1,000 each, which is amazing. Now, we are talking families, Joe, in this, and you might think, OK, well, is a cruise right for all members of the family? Because, you know, families are, you know, no two are the same, are they? You've got multi-generation of family members, and you're thinking, okay, are they all right to go on this kind of cruise or that kind of cruise? Because there are some cruise lines that are slightly more pointed towards a more mature crowd and some that are a little bit less. But we're going to talk first about Royal Caribbean. Now, yes. Royal Caribbean, if you're new to cruising, honestly, and I promise you, absolutely read any of the reviews around the world, Royal Caribbean is the family cruise line. I mean, if you were just going on your honeymoon as a couple, Royal Caribbean is still right for you. But if you're a family, which, you know, it's you and the other half and the 2 or 3 kids, and then mum and dad, and then brother and sister either side, regardless of age, perfect.
I couldn't agree more. And the ship we have on offer as well is an entertainment epicenter.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of Australia's favourite cruise lines. We know Australians book Royal Caribbean time and time and time again all over the world because you love it. So this is the thing. We are going to head off on our first adventure, Quantum of the Seas, like I mentioned to you. This is the South Pacific from Brisbane on the 15th of February next year, just after Valentine's. That might be a nice romantic getaway, or maybe one for the whole family, like you mentioned. And this is the great thing. The kids will be occupied 24/7, so you could do what you want to do as well. You're going to be on board for 7 fabulous nights. No tipping. Service charges are included. Your food's included. Someone making your bed's included. The entertainment's included. Oh, and by the way, you've got things like Flow Rider, you've got iFly, which is skydiving, you've got the North Star, you've got bumper cars, the arcade, all of these things are included as well. It's amazing.
It is brilliant. And you know what? This would be an ideal first time cruise. We quite often come across people in the holiday business that we've been in for a long, long time, where one half of the couple really, really keen on cruising, other half of the couple not so sure. Not so sure if that's going to be the right thing for them or not. So a 7-night cruise is absolutely perfect. And you know what will happen? Everything will flip. The partner that wasn't so sure about cruising, they're the ones now that are booking every cruise they can get their hand on.
100%.
Honestly, it happens so many times. And if you've got the children with you, or other members of the family, it's the ultimate getaway, because if you think about it, you can all go off and do your individual bits and pieces during the day, lots to interest all different age groups, and then come together of an evening, do the shows, do your dinner and restaurant together. Incredible.
And there's Adventure Ocean for the kids, so you can literally drop them off there and they'll have the whale of a time. Well, we have a whale of an itinerary for you. We're cruising out of Brisbane into New Caledonia, where you could be welcomed by the locals and enjoy a traditional cultural show or see those stunning reefs and beautiful beaches. Onto Mystery Island, Vanuatu, which is an itty-bitty little perfect paradise, stretching just a 30-minute walk across. Amazing. A couple of days at sea takes us back into Brisbane, and the lovely thing is those days at sea, you need them on the Quantum of the Seas.
Yeah,
Trust me, you'll be so happy that you got to have plenty of time to enjoy the incredible vessel with a total of 4 days at sea. So that's going to be a highlight of your trip, and these paradisical destinations as well, just the cherry on top. But a great first time cruise experience, or if you're seasoned, this is going to be another one to add. Another notch on your cruising, itinerary chart. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. As Joe says, this would be the ultimate first cruise experience. And it's good to have those days at sea, because you really do need them, because there are lots of activities to do on board. And let me tell you, on a 7-night cruise, you won't see it all. You'll absolutely be back for more. And that's part of the attraction here as well, because 7 nights is a brilliant, I'm testing the water here, I'm trying cruising for the first time. If you're seasoned, as Joe says, it's a great price tag. It's an amazing opportunity to get a nice little week away. In fact, you can put a low deposit of just $200 each down today to get the deal I've got for you in just a second. But also, it gives you the experience of a completely different class of ship from Royal Caribbean as well, with all of these exciting adventures going on. And listen, you don't have to do all of those exciting adventures. Watching other people do them is just as exciting as actually doing them yourself. So, 15th of February next year, as Joe says, the day after Valentine's too. Let's have a look at the offer that we've got for you, because I think you're going to be pretty impressed. In fact, oh my word. OMG. I nearly said something stronger then. That is just bonkers, isn't it? That's under $900 each, and you can put a deposit down today to lock this price in of just $200 each. I'd be straight on that phone line there. It's toll free as well, remember, 1300 306 134. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. Just before you pick up your phone, should we look at upgrading? Because that's based on an inside stateroom on board, but because that's such a low price, oh my word, look at those prices to go ocean view or to go up to balcony. Balcony is the ultimate of indulgences, and I can tell you what happens these days is your balconies tend to sell out sooner than your inside. So I would be straight in if you want a balcony. Remember, there are no service charges to pay while you're on board as well. We do have other dates for the itinerary as well, by the way. So talk to our team. Obviously, price varies by date. So talk to the team about other times of the year that you can do this as well. What an amazing, amazing opportunity. And again, talk to our team, because obviously we can do great deals for families as well. We've got kids prices as well. Talk to the team about that. 1300 306 134, because if you are planning a holiday with the family, then you want to make sure that you get every dollar's worth of value you possibly can, because it's really, really important. Our holiday time is important to us. And it's got to be the ultimate getaway, and it's got to pay for itself. And I tell you what, on these cruise ships where you've got things like your shows and your entertainment and your pool decks and so many more activities than you would ever dream would be included in the price of a holiday, honestly, you want to make sure it is the right thing for you. Now, that's about the cruise line. Now let's talk about us for a second here at CruiseAway, because you might just be meeting us for the first time as well. Well, we have been in this travel business for a long, long time, featuring and homing in on cruises, and that's why so many people trust their bookings with us.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Fabulous. And I tell you what, it really does make a difference, because when you've been in the travel business for as long as we have, it's all about getting you the very, very best deals. It's not about turning you upside down and shaking every dollar out. Mm-hmm. It's about getting you the most holiday we can with as much extra as we can for the lowest price that we can. It's as simple as that. And the more of you who book your cruise with us, obviously the bigger buying power it gives us with the cruise lines and the brands around the world as well. So it is absolutely, it sounds wrong, but it's an absolutely win-win situation.
Yeah, and if you don't love to fly, well, guess what? We've got great adventures heading out from close to home, directly from Oz, directly to incredible and beautiful paradise destinations. And this next one takes you out of Sydney. How easy is that? It's with Australia's favourite cruise line, P&O Cruises Australia, a cruise line specifically tailored for us here in Australia to have the most incredible experience, using some of the finest talent, for example, in Oz, flown on board, whether that be in the restaurants with the incredible menus, or the singers and dancers in your shows, or indeed the incredible musicians. So we are heading from Norfolk Island over into Norfolk Island, Tonga, Fiji, and we're enjoying a bit of a Mutiny on the Bounty themed cruise. Leaving on the 20th of October, we'll be embarking the Pacific Adventure in Sydney for a 15-night fabulous cruise. Sounds amazing. Now, there's no tipping on board because that's all included in your cruise fare, as are your standard dining opportunities. There's always extras if you want to do a little bit of specialty dining. Could be a lovely thing to do on board. But this is the latest addition to the P&O fleet, debuted in Sydney in October. And boy, is she beautiful. She's undergone an extensive makeover, and she has a range of new restaurants and bars on board as well, including Byron Beach Club, which is a private retreat with pool, spas and comfortable seating located on the top deck for suite and mini suite guests. Oh, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? Oh, look at the shows as well on offer. I mean, they are so exciting. They have that Broadway West End, Sydney Entertainment District flair, water slides for the kiddos or big kids alike, and the pizza, I mean, it just makes your mouth water even looking at that. And the quality of the food on board is absolutely exceptional. You think of some of the best restaurants where you live, and it doesn't often even come close to what you experience when you are sailing. And
look at the amount of different activities you can be doing. I think some people still have this slightly outdated view of what a cruise holiday might be and what the day might entail. Well, you've got so many freedoms and so many choices. Now, listen, you might not necessarily want the more kind of physical things that are going on here. But so you've got things like cooking demonstrations on board, which again is really, really wonderful. You might come back with a new signature dish. You've got bars and lounges to enjoy. You've got the spa, of course, which you can go and completely and utterly relax and unwind and enjoy fabulous treatments. As you see, there's so much for the kids to do. The quality of everything on board for the price you pay, I think, honestly, is exceptional. It's no wonder it's Australia's favourite cruise line.
Yeah, and if you want to party the night away, if you're there to party, there's the Altitude nightclub or the Blue Room for a little bit more low-key live music, including blues, soul and R&B. Let's not forget you've got some of the best bands in Australia flown on specifically for this brand new gorgeous ship. Now we're cruising out of Sydney, enjoying a couple of days at sea, taking us into Norfolk Island, which is where you'll experience the Mutiny Cyclorama. So this is the beginning of your Mutiny on the Bounty themed cruise here with some of the offerings. Then we're on into Tonga, which is a city of royal palaces, majestic churches, bustling markets and top water activities as well. On into Vava'u, which is a beautiful, lush natural beauty. You can swim with the whales there. You can do some rock diving in the shallows or enjoy the botanical bark gardens. On into Dravuni Island in Fiji, where the locals will greet you with such a welcome, really, really lovely vibe. Then we're on into another fabulous port in Fiji for you, which is Latoka, and you can just see the ocean there is perfection, isn't it? Stunning. Nuume's our next port in New Caledonia, where you can visit the Amity Lighthouse or the Ants Vata Beach. And the beaches here are absolutely superb. A couple of days at sea takes us back into Sydney. Now, during your adventure, you'll actually enjoy some Mutiny on the Bounty scenic cruising as well as commentary, talking all about this historical, experience back in 1789. And of course, you're going to have experts on board taking you through that as well.
Amazing. Do you know what? This is a really, really popular itinerary. It doesn't happen often. In fact, it only happens twice a year. So do take advantage of this. It goes on the 20th of October, and we can lock in a great deal for you right now with just a $400 deposit per person, and we've got great family prices as well. So always talk to our team if you are taking various members of the family with you. Have a look at the price tag we've got. Given everything we just talked about being included, those wonderful pools, those fabulous restaurants, the entertainment, so much more included, and look at that, $2,299 per person, locked in as a price tag with your low deposit of just $400 each today. This is a true dream, and don't let it slip away from you. I was nearly going to sing a song there, but I probably best not. Let's have a look at the upgrade prices as well if you want to upgrade your experience. So 15 nights on Pacific Adventure, and bear in mind, it's funny, day by day on one of these cruises, if you wrote down what you would expect to be paying for each of these things that are naturally included in your cruise day, lots of activities, access to pools, you've got free entertainment, not only just, at night, but during the day as well. There are lots of impromptu things that happen as part of your cruising celebration, shall we say. And I love that this cruise has a bit of a story to it as well, with that Mutiny on the Bounty scenic cruising as well. I think that's really, really cool. And listen, if you want to know more, all you got to do is pick up the phone and speak to our team right now. 1300 306 134. Now remember, when you do call us, it is absolutely toll free to call. Lots and lots of these deals are moving very, very quickly, and everything is subject to availability. I have to tell you that on all of our shows as well. So the sooner you make that call to 1300 306 134, the sooner we've got you on board. Now listen, as well as all the fabulous choices we've got in this show, well, here's a place for lots more.
When you log on to cruiseaway.com.au, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 9,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise ID here to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book online. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by destination, departure port, cruise line, cruise ship, or cruise style. Plus, we've got an incredible selection of last-minute deals, all-inclusive cruises, and early bird specials you can't afford to miss. Log on now to cruiseaway.com.au. Your next dream holiday is only a click away.
Yes, get on that website because you will be,
You'll get
be
lost.
sucked in.
Yeah, you will. You'll get lost. You'll be there for a few hours and you'll be like, whoa, hello. You'll probably, by the end of your visit as well, you'll have booked a few holidays, or at least you'll have written down a couple of ideas to then pick up the phone and speak to our team, because I want to know this about this and I want to know about this. And again, ask all the questions you like. It is no obligation when you call us, and it is free to call us.
And your head will be in the clouds afterwards because you'll be so happy and excited of all these prospects, especially when you start to see the prices, especially when you start to see the options for deposits and making your life easy when it comes to booking your next fantastic adventure.
Well, there's nothing better than the feeling of knowing that you're going on your next holiday, and to know that you've got your ducks in a row, so to speak. So you've got a 2 or 3 holidays already planned in the diary. That's a good feeling as well. It makes you feel super organised.
Oh, yes,
I mean, the office might not be organised or the kitchen might not be organised, but your holiday plans are.
As long as your holiday plans are, that's all that matters.
They're the most important.
And cruising really does bring the world to Australia. That's the beauty of cruising. You know, there was a time where we felt so far away from the rest of the world, but the beauty is now with some of the biggest cruise lines in the world coming and stationing themselves in Oz. I mean, at your fingertips. This next one is a prime example because we have got an amazing adventure on Carnival Cruise Lines. Now, this is Escape Winterhead to the South Pacific, and it's on the 16th of July you're going to be leaving, embarking on the Carnival Splendor in Sydney for a 12-night cruise. And I tell you what I love about Carnival sailings from Australia. On board, the currency is in Aussie dollars. It's the little things. Plus, once again, there's no tipping required because service charges are included as standard. Brilliant. And you're getting away in the middle of winter to the beautiful South Pacific.
Oh, you'll love it. And you'll love Carnival as well. Of course, Carnival, the biggest cruise line in the world, and they just do everything with a smile. Honestly, while you're on board, there are smiles all round. Do you know what? The other thing I absolutely love about Carnival is every time you move to a different space on the ship, it feels different.
Yeah.
It's not the same looking all of the way through. It's great no matter what age you are. It's great for the big kids in us. It's great for the little kids in us, as you can see there. Fabulous, colourful surroundings as well. And lots of things going on board which might not necessarily be on the programme that just happen out of the blue.
Spontaneous,
yeah. And they're the best things, honestly.
That kind of street entertainment, pop-up performances. You've got mini golf on there. You can have a massage outside by in a cabana. You can learn street dance or line dancing with the cruise staff team, taking a quiz and bingo, shuffleboard, or be as chilled out and horizontal, as you like to say, Derek, as you'd like, because you can sit back, kick back and read a book, or maybe take in some live comedy as well. And there's also live shows every night to enjoy, and of course your delicious food. But we're cruising out of Sydney into New Caledonia for the fantastic Gibao Cultural Centre. We can see the history and culture of the New Caledonia, which is fantastic. Then on to Mystery Island in beautiful Vanuatu, which is the most perfect, picture-perfect little paradise, and it's your own private island, literally. It's a teeny tiny island. On to Port Denarama, Fiji, where you can see a cultural performance if it takes your fancy. Maybe take in some fantastic zip lining in the Tau Cave as well. Dravuni Islands, where we're heading to next, also Fiji. Let's not forget some of the best snorkeling on earth and marine life that you will never see. It's stunning stuff. Back into Nume, another call there, fantastic. Maybe you're going to take a glass bottom boat tour or a glass bottom kayak tour and see the marine life. Couple of days at sea takes us back into Sydney, where you'll literally walk straight off the ship and do speak to our team about regional flights. But a lovely little winter getaway to the tropics, which I know you'll be so glad of, particularly if you're down south where it's wet and dreary and dingy at this time of year.
Oh, stop. This is our ultimate escape, though, isn't it? 12 nights, so not so little, actually. Very, very nice indeed. Gets you away for nearly a couple of weeks. And, of course, if you aren't based in Sydney and you want a couple of nights in Sydney as part of this, again, talk to the team. We can absolutely make that happen. Almost feels like a bit of a late deal here, because look at the price tag I'm going to serve up for you. It's so, so good, let me tell you. Because July, you know, it might sound like a long way away, but actually you think, blimey, this year's gone very, very quickly already so far. Look at that. $1,198 per person. And I tell you what, for a 12-night cruise, that is incredible value for money, because if you think about, again, all of those wonderful activities, that fabulous water park, you've got kids areas, of course, you've got great food, lots of the food options are included. You've got specialty dining as well if you want to treat yourself for the odd night. There's some great specialty dining, but you'll come back from this holiday and think, my word, I can't believe all of that was included for the price I paid. And remember, if you're taking the kids, they're absolutely going to love this. They are going to love every single second on Carnival, as you will as well. Let's have a look at upgrading then as well. If you want to go from the inside up to the ocean view, or indeed up to the balcony, your prices are there. Service charges, remember, are included on this cruise, which is fantastic. Service charges are your daily gratuities, by the way, your appreciation for the crew on board that look after your stateroom, that serve you dinner in the evening, etc., etc. They're all taken care of on this as part of the offer, which is again amazing. And you will, that's the other thing we don't talk enough about, is the service on board that you get from these cruise ships. Everyone is a smiling face, not too in your face either. Really genuine, friendly service, people that want to help you, want you to have an amazing holiday. And I think that's the great thing. It's not like being in a hotel where things feel a little bit more serious and a little bit more formal.
Yeah.
On a cruise, it's almost like the crew on board, they almost just melt into the passengers, if you like.
Yeah.
It's like one family.
It's not contrived fun on Carnival.
No.
It's actual genuine fun, and it is service with a genuine smile, because people really do enjoy their jobs and they want to help you and they want to make connections with you as well and find out about your life, chat to you, and the crew really are fantastic on board all of these vessels, and particularly Carnival, like we're just mentioning right now. You'll love them. You'll want to take them home in your pocket with you, like most people say.
It's very true, actually, because the conversations that you have with your team on board are fascinating, because you get to learn about them, their lives and where they come from, and also the experiences and the places they've been to thanks to the world of cruising. And it works just the other way around as well. The crew love to hear about your holidays as well. Should we take a quick look over the offers that we've seen in this show then? They are brilliant. So we've got that South Pacific from Brisbane over 7 nights on Quantum on the 15th of February next year. And again, you can call us for more details on that for less than $900 each.
Crazy. And then we have the Pacific Adventure taking you to Norfolk Island, Tonga and Fiji from Sydney, 15 nights departing on the 20th of October this year from $2,299 per person. Of course, that's the Mutiny on the Bounty cruise as well.
Nice. And then you've got your Escape Winter Head to the South Pacific, the 12 nights on Carnival Splendor we've just been talking about there. Goes on the 16th of July for 12 nights for less than $1,200. Now that is value, let me tell you. Again, you can talk to our team about any of these offers just by calling us toll free right now, 1300 306 134. And I hope we've given you just a little bit of a taste of just what value for money family cruising can be.
Absolutely. Get booking, check out all of those incredible wish list cruises, and don't just make them a wish, make them a reality by talking to our team.
Thanks for your company for now. We'll see you back here very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.